So here is a great 5-bin composting system, and this is at the Archerfield Walled Garden in East Lothian. So the system works by transferring the compost at the various stages of decomposition into the next bin, so that by the time they reach the final bin, the compost is in perfect condition and ready to be used. So if we take a look at each bin in turn, here's the fresh material going into the bin. You can see plant cuttings, weedings, coffee grounds coming from the cafeteria here, cardboard, all the raw materials of the compost all going into this initial bin. And then gradually, as that will break down and it will be turned over, it will be watered, and then when it gets to the right point, it will be transferred into this bin, where you can see this compost is at another stage of decomposition where it's more broken down, more brown, but still very rough. You wouldn't put that on the garden unless for some kind of mulch, but it would be untidy. And then there are 2 more bins. Now these are covered up, but again, each of these will have the compost material at a further stage of decomposition. Covering them up traps in the warmth, ensures that the composting process is accelerated. And finally, we come to this bin, which is the final bin, and I will sneak a look in here. I hope they don't mind. So you can see what we have here is more or less the finished article. It's still breaking down, hence it's still covered, but that is going to be fantastic compost for use in the gardens. So there's a fair bit of work in this system. You have to keep turning the compost, you have to keep transferring one to another, so that once the final bin is emptied, then you move each of the compost piles from one bin to the next so that they move on to the next stage of composition. However, it is a way that you can produce a lot of fantastic compost, and if you've got the room the size of bins that they do here, obviously you can process lots of raw composting materials. So I hope that's been a helpful explanation. This is Martin Cole at gardeningstepbystep.com.